Hey guys, it's Corrine again. I'm going to do a whipping chat this evening, but I thought I'd show you one of my other whips and one completion from today. I did decide to go ahead and do this one. I do like the way she's turning out. I don't like the way he's turning out, but I do like the way she's turning out. Even me looking at it, not through the camera lens, but directly on. I did get this from Temu. It is a 20 by 20 with 14 colors. I am doing this for hashtag Diamond Painting with Friends 2024. The theme this month is Change of Seasons. And it's hard to see right now, but you know, there's some fall leaves coming in, vines coming down off her. And then it's also for Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for Have a Heart, Eat a Brain, because as you can see, they form a heart. Like I said, I didn't really care for it at first. I wasn't going to finish it, but I changed my mind. This part's already partially done. I just got to finish by tomorrow or the next day. And then I did finish this one today, and this is again for hashtag Diamond Painting with Friends 2024 for their Change of Seasons event or theme this month. And then for Dark and Creepy, or she's gonna kill me. Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. Our theme this month, or our event this month, is again Have a Heart, Eat a Brain. So it does form a heart. It is autumnal colors. I'm really happy with this one. It's a 30 by 30. I did get it from Temu, I believe. It looks kind of janky looking at it if I look at it too close, especially around the teeth area, but I think it came out pretty, so I'm happy with that one. I just need to get it sealed. And I'm currently working on Heartbeat. This is another Raven Diamond Art kit. This is an AB kit as well, and it is a heart, anatomical heart, or will be when I'm done with it. You can see some of the ABs down in this area here. There's some up here. There's some over here. Real pretty kit. I'm really enjoying doing this one. As you can see, I've got 7 sections left to go. This release paper that is on here, I actually got from Raven Diamond Art 1 month as a free gift. And I really appreciate that. That was nice of them. So I figured we'd sit here and chat for a few minutes. I won't keep you too long. And we'll work on this kit a little bit. It takes me way too long for me to actually film an entire whip and chat with this. So I'll way run out of stuff to say. Okay, I think I got you adjusted. So I move the canvas. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. First, let me thank all my subscribers. Thank you for standing by me. I appreciate it. For you that are watching and not subscribing, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to do my best to get better at this YouTube game. Let me make sure I still got this in frame. Sorry guys, trying to see, make sure I've got it in frame. We had a quiet weekend. Today we did absolutely nothing. I did the laundry, the dishes, and stuff like that. Yesterday, we took a drive. We took the vet out and took a long drive. It was nice. So, just went out through the countryside. Nothing in particular, nowhere in particular to go. We just went for a drive. So, stuff I'm using, this tray came from Fantasy Sparkles. It's Kills on Sparkles. It does have, there it is. I just haven't been using it. There is a plug that goes with it, and it does have a cover. And this glue is super sticky. And then it has the in there. It has the bottom so that you can shake your drills down into, and that part, whatever it's called, I can't think of it. So I really like this kit. For my ABs, I am just using one of these pens. I got off Temu. Oops, where'd it go? Yeah, one of these wax pens from Temu. Works really well for me, or has been. My tweezers are a pair of Raven Diamond Art tweezers. Again, like I said, they are extremely sharp and pointy. So use caution, keep away from children, including myself. And then while I have a couple of kid pens that I bought, I usually just use one of these, in all honesty. And sometimes I even use one of the cheaper drill trays. I'm not bougie, I'm not fancy, I'm just, you know, I am who I am. I don't try to pretend to be otherwise, so. I have learned if I tilt my canvas a little bit to the left, my placement is a lot better on my drills. So, that's why that's tilted. And we'll go ahead and get started with this question mark here. So, took a long drive yesterday. We were probably gone 4 hours out driving, and I'm gonna take that out because it rattles and it does me nuts. We're gonna stop at a barbecue place that we know, but they were closed and weren't gonna open for another hour, so because we were gonna stop and get supper. Chose not to do that because we didn't want to sit there for an hour when within an hour we could drive back to town and get, you know, eat at another restaurant. So that's what we chose to do. We went to a little restaurant here near me called Village Inn, and they laid the menus out, and the first thing on the specialty menu was pumpkin spice pancakes. So your girl had pumpkin spice pancakes yesterday, and they were very good. I couldn't eat them all. It came with 3 pancakes, 2 eggs, and 2 or 3 slices of bacon, I can't remember. And then I had a cup of coffee with it, even though it was late in the afternoon, because I do that. And it doesn't bother me. But, yeah, those pumpkin spice pancakes, they were really good. My only issue with them is they had a drizzle on there that was good. It was just some kind of a cream drizzle. I don't remember what it was called. But they also had on there like a sugar and cinnamon and pecan glaze. I guess it was a glaze. But it was too much. It was way too sweet. All I could do was just hear myself crunching on that sugar. So, I scraped most of that off of what I did eat. So, but it was good. It was really good. And for the first time, you know, I don't think I've ever been in a restaurant where they asked me if I wanted a regular creamer or French vanilla creamer for my coffee. And I really, of course, I took the French vanilla, but because I don't like plain creamer. But I just thought that was nice. We had a really good waitress. She got a big tip. She got a huge tip. She got $5 on the card and then $6 in cash for a $30 meal. So I don't think $11 tip is too bad. My husband said she gave him a dirty look when you wrote down $5 for a tip on the receipt, you know, that you signed and everything for your credit card. But I didn't see it, so I don't know. He left her cash on top of that, so she got a nice size tip. She was really nice. She was the only one in there that I could see waiting tables. They weren't busy. There was a family that left as we were coming in. There was us, and then I think another couple came in after us. So typically they're extremely busy because they have some of the best pies in the area. And a lot of people, you know, go there and just for a coffee and a pie or something or whatever. But I was too full and didn't even want to think about eating a piece of pie last night, or even I didn't even want to bring a piece of pie home last night. That's how full I was. It was bad enough that I had a stomach ache last night, so I don't blame the food. I really don't think it was anything to do with the food because he didn't get sick and I got sick. You know, within 30 minutes of eating it, I felt like I was going to be hugging the porcelain throne, and my stomach just hurt, and you know, just severely nauseous, and my nose was running. But I had a gastric bypass in 2018. I know I've probably said that before, but one of my tells if I've eaten too much food is I get a runny nose. And I just think thought I stopped soon enough, but maybe I didn't. I ate like 1.5 pancakes. I ate a good half of my eggs, and then my bacon because of the protein in the bacon and eggs. But I guess I didn't stop as fast as I thought I did, and it just I paid for it last night for a few hours. Actually, it was pretty rough. Is that this little dog? Yeah. So I did that. Friday before work. Oh, speaking of work, my first week back at work went really well. There has been some changes. Some significant stuff happened while I was gone. I'm glad I missed it, to be honest. I can't go into details, but it, you know, made a significant change there at the house. So, yeah, but my week went really well. It went well. I was really happy. Next Saturday, I'm picking up a 12-hour shift to help out. And that'll just be pure straight overtime, so that'll help me get caught back up on some stuff from maybe on my workers' comp. My pelvis is doing great. I see my primary care Tuesday. I need to have him send me in an order, or her, I'm actually seeing his APN, have her send me in an order for mammogram, because I'm behind. I haven't had my mammogram done yet, and I do have a history of breast cancer, so I need to get that done. Probably gonna be in trouble. I looked at my labs tonight. I had my labs drawn Friday for my appointment for Tuesday, and one of my liver enzymes is elevated, and it has never been elevated ever. It's usually low, not low, but kind of on the lower side of normal. It's within the lower range. The other 3 were fine. They're all great. It's just this one. And I don't know if it's because I've gained weight back. I've probably got fatty liver now. I've had it in the past, but I'm thinking that's probably all it is, just a fatty liver. Because typically when you see that one elevated, there's another one elevated, or, you know, you see it elevated a lot in alcoholics, but I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink. I don't even remember the last time I had an alcoholic drink. It's been that long. So I don't know what's causing it to be up. And my A1C is back up to 5.7. And that's likely because I put weight back on. I need to get off my butt and start doing better on my eating. I need to lose more weight again. It's gonna be harder this time because I don't have the surgeon to help me. I just have to follow my diet like I'm supposed to be following it, and eat healthy and exercise, and just do my best to get it back off again. I've gained back about half of what I lost, and I'm not real happy with myself. So that affects me too. It doesn't just affect my physical health, it affects my mental health. So I need to figure out. I know I need to cut back on my Dr. Pepper. I just recently started drinking Dr. Pepper. For the past few years, it was an occasional root beer or an occasional Pepsi. I got to the point of Pepsi even just on the occasional can or drink at a restaurant or something, then it had no flavor. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't not sweet. It had no flavor for me. So if they had root beer, you know, I'd just get a root beer. But then one day, for whatever reason, I just said, well, heck with it. You know, they have Dr. Pepper. I'll drink a Dr. Pepper. I haven't had one in ages, you know, and Crafty Kristen's always got her Dr. Pepper sitting there next to her. And I used to like it. So I was like, okay, I'll just drink a Dr. Pepper. And that was the wrong idea. And then I discovered the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. So what I need to do is start buying the 0 sugar versions. I know they're still not good for me, but it's better than the full sugar. I need to go back to artificial sweetener for my coffee, not regular sugar like I used to. You know, it's all these little things. I need to get my protein level is really low. It should be, I can't remember what the normal range is, but it's pretty low. Because I'm not getting my protein in like I'm supposed to. Because I just really don't care for protein all that much. So I think what I'm going to do is, I like the muscle milk. Not the muscle, yeah, I like muscle milk too, but I like the Fairlife shakes. The ones that have the 42 grams of protein in them. I really enjoy those, and that's almost all my protein for the day. That is over half of my protein I need to get in for a day. So I think I may get some of those and drink at least one, if not two a day. They're just so expensive. They're like $5 a piece. Or $4 a piece, I think, at Walmart. But they are just really expensive. But I do like the flavor. I did try the Slim Fast protein drinks. I don't like the aftertaste. I don't like that. I can't describe it. It leaves a weird aftertaste in my mouth and like a proteiny thing on my tongue or something. I don't know. I can't explain it. The flavors were alright. Like, I like the cafe latte or whatever it is. I like that flavor, and the strawberries and cream's not bad in Slim Fast. It's just the after effects it leaves on my tongue, and you know, the taste. I just don't like it. So I need to, I guess maybe tonight before I go to bed, I'll get on Walmart.com and see if I can't order some muscle milk. Or, I'm sorry, Fairlife protein drinks. Let's see if they can't be here in the next day or two. I know I can just go to the store and buy them, but it's on the other side of town, and I really don't care to go all the way over there. That, or I do go by a Walmart on my way to work, and maybe I can just stop there tomorrow and pick up one for tomorrow. That's a thought. That's a good idea. Just leave for work a little early and just stop at Walmart. Oops, there's an R after I dropped that drill off my pen. Yeah, I've got to get my protein levels back up. I mean, we're heading into malnourished zone, so that's, and I'm not malnourished by any means. I weigh 180 pounds. I'm not malnourished, I guarantee. I don't eat a lot of meat. I guess I can start getting up and eating some eggs in the morning with my oatmeal, because I like oatmeal for breakfast in the morning. And I know that's not good for me either because of the carbs, but I guess if I eat like a packet of oatmeal instead of two and then a scrambled egg, you know, for breakfast, that, drink a Fairlife shake for lunch, and then I eat supper with clients at work. That's one of our things we do. So and just do what I can to get some more, get the protein into me. Pick up some more beef jerky, which I really like beef jerky too. I like the teriyaki flavored. But gosh, that is so expensive. Because for a little 4-ounce package, it's like $5 or $6. It's just crazy, ridiculous high. I mean, everything is crazy, ridiculously high. You know? How am I supposed to eat healthy when I can't afford to? Well, I can, but I mean, it's just so expensive that I don't know. I'll figure something out. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll figure something out. My husband's doing really good though. He's been eating healthier and not snacking as much, and he's lost like 12 pounds, 15 pounds, somewhere around there. He's doing really good. I'm pretty proud of him. He eats a lot of salmon and tuna though, and I don't like either one. I prefer my fluffernutter sandwiches. If you're from New England, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, Fluff is a brand name for marshmallow cream. Like down here in the South, we get a marshmallow cream, but it's no comparison to Fluff. you take that marshmallow cream and you just whip the snot out of it and aerate it up, and you may possibly come up with fluff. And then you just add peanut butter to that, and it's the best sandwich you'll ever have in your life. Guaranteed. But, and it comes in just plain, and then it comes in raspberry. I buy it on Amazon because they don't sell it down here in Arkansas. But, you know, there's nothing like a fluff sandwich right before bed. You know, I just can't help myself. I'm trying to get better about it, but I think I hear thunder. I said there's a chance of rain tonight. I hope it don't rain. My husband's out and has to work out in it. Oh, there's a satellite I missed. Let's see what else has been going on. We still have our adopted kitty. That's actually my neighbor's cat, but she thinks she lives here. They put a flea, one of them, I don't know. There's 2 Siamese cats that come around. There's a little kitten, and then there's the bigger male. And he said one of them had a collar on. I haven't been outside today, so I don't know which one it is. I'm still in my pajamas. I haven't even bothered to do anything today as far as getting dressed goes. Weren't going nowhere. Had nothing to do. Been sitting here diamond painting all day. For the most part, been sitting here diamond painting all day. Trying to get caught up on YouTube videos, so I just didn't bother to get dressed. I did start watching, now that I realized that it's already out, and they've already had, all 3 episodes are out. I started watching Nothing But a Good Time on Paramount. Yeah, I believe it was on Paramount or Prime. I don't know, I watched my Paramount through Prime, so. And it's all about 80s hair bands and 80s rock music and, you know, the bands and all that. I've got it on a Kindle as an ebook, but I just haven't felt like reading it recently, and so I figured why not watch it, you know. And it's pretty funny because it's got, I haven't watched a lot of it, maybe half an hour of the first episode, and there's a little clip of Tommy Lee from Motley Crue talking about how they used to light Mick Mars on fire, and I'm just like, you know, the things Motley did, just, I wish I could have gone to one of their concerts back in the day. Never got to go to a concert back when I was a teenager. Mom said there's nothing there but drug addicts and potheads. Well, I hung around with all the potheads in town, so, you know, it didn't really make a difference, but, so I never got to see those good bands. But, I mean, so far it's just a really interesting show. They've talked about Rat, Motley Crue, Dawkins. Right before I shut it off earlier, they were talking about how when Randy Rhoads died, he was in Quiet Riot, and then he played with in Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne, if you don't know. But they said that, I got chills thinking about that. Somebody, I can't remember who was talking. He said he's walking down the street, you know, right after they got the news that Randy had died in that plane crash. And he could hear this, like, howling sound, this, you know, whiny, howly type of sound. I can't remember the exact words he used, you know, but just this really, you know, god-awful noise. And he said he looked down the road, and it was Ozzy on the ground just crying and wailing because Randy was gone. And, you know, and the thing is, and I didn't know this, but Randy Rhoads was actually afraid of flying. I can't remember why he was on the plane. I think they mentioned it, but they did say he was afraid of flying. He should have stuck with that right there. And he'd probably still be alive playing music today if he had, but he may not have. I mean, he may have died of a drug overdose, who knows. But, yeah. It's pretty sad. The guy was afraid of flying, got on a plane. I think somebody he knew was a pilot or something. And he died in a plane crash, and Ozzy took it pretty hard because I guess him and Ozzy were pretty close, it seems like. So that was you know, heartbreaking. And Speaking of Heart, and you know, a lot of the bands right now from that time period are out touring. And for most of them from the 80s, this is going to be their last time out singing, last time out on a tour. I know Aerosmith canceled theirs because of Steven's voice. Heart had to reschedule their tour because of Ann having cancer and going through chemotherapy. You know, and we had tickets to that concert, and we got refunded the money. I don't know if it was just the arena that's not rescheduling them, or if they're just not rescheduling in Arkansas. Because I've seen tour dates for next year that have been rescheduled at different places, so we're not going to get to go see them, and this will probably be their final hoorah. So that really breaks my heart that I don't get to go see them. I'm trying to think who else. Def Leppard's out on tour. I know Kiss has done their last. They've kind of, or so they say anyways, that they're done touring. I think that's the drill I just flipped. Yep. Let's see who else. I think Poison's supposed to be doing a tour, but I can't remember. I think Bret Michaels said that they were going to be out touring one last time, like this year or next year. Don't really keep up with it that well, but I've got the Ticketmaster app, so it pops up everything, all the concerts that are going on, and I look for the ones that are near me, either in Oklahoma or Arkansas. Try to find one my husband will go to. I did get to see Buck Cherry on tour last year. That was fun. I went with a good friend of mine, and we had a really good time. We saw Buck Cherry, Dusty Grant, and Ben Rez. Of course, Buck Cherry's music was good. I mean, that just goes without saying. The first concert was Dusty Grant, and if you get a chance to see Dusty and his band, go see him. They are just the sweetest people. I did get to meet them after the concert, and I got their autographs on my CD that I bought. The music was great. He's got an awesome voice. And I think he's from like Kentucky or something. But yeah, they just put on a really impressive show. I was highly happy that was one of them, even though I never heard of him before. And then Venrez, the music was good, don't get me wrong. I liked the music. I enjoyed the concert. But later in the after show, you know, you got to buy t-shirts and merch and all that. The lead singer's an ass. You know, he's in a band with three hot guys from like Brazil and France or some crap. You know, and there's these damn groupies up there in the area to get merch, you know, and get signatures by the bands or whatever, pictures with them. And the lead singer is an older guy. He's probably in his 50s. You know, and the other guys, they're all, you know, probably early mid-20s, if that. You know, they may be late early 30s, but I doubt it. And, you know, you got these groupies sitting there, and this guy actually thought he was going to get some attention from him, and he was just a complete asshole to me, you know, for no reason. I should have just taken his CD and thrown it in his damn face is what I should have done. Told him he's too old to be getting any action from them girls, but I shut my mouth and walked away. And I didn't stay long enough I don't know if Buck Cherry's doing any signs or anything after anyway, but I'm pretty sure that those girls were there for Buck Cherry. They should damn sure weren't there for some old guy, you know. The two Brazilians and the French guy, probably, yeah, they probably stood a chance. Him, no. He was, like I said, he was just a complete asshole. So, I won't be attending any of their concerts again if I have any say in it. God dang it, now I just missed it now. Jeez Louise. Like I said, though, the music was good. He's an asshole, so he kind of turned me off on that one real fast. Oh, come on, I just need one drill. Yeah, you would. Maybe I need more than one. Yeah, I'll just try to ignore my diamond painting skills or lack thereof. I just found another M I needed. But yeah. My first concert was actually in Little Rock at Riverfest one year. The first year we met and started dating, my husband took me to Riverfest down in Little Rock, Arkansas. The first band, I don't remember who they were for the life of me, because we only heard like maybe one song of theirs. And then the reason we went on the day we went is because I wanted to see the Pretty Reckless. So I got to see them in concert, and that was amazing. Through the rain, through electrical problems, everything. You know, Taylor just stood there and sang. She didn't have me backup music. She still sang. You know, and she's got a beautiful voice anyway. And then Hailstorm came on after that. And, you know, neither one of us had heard of Hailstorm either. Well, I knew Pretty Reckless from the radio, but I mean, I never heard of Hailstorm. Never heard their music. And so we stayed for 2 or 3 of their shows, and I immediately fell in love with Hailstorm. I mean, I love their music. I like Lizzie. I think she's awesome. The story of how they became a band is great, you know. The whole thing with Dear Daughter, that song, you know, Lizzie just sits there and talks to you. And at one point, you know, and her brother's the drummer and all that. And it's like a family affair. So, but we were going to go see them this year. They had a concert up in Northwest Arkansas. Or they are having a concert in Northwest Arkansas, but it's on a Tuesday. And my husband works night shifts and I work second shift, so yeah, we can't go. So I have to wait for hopefully next one that I can get him and drag him out to. Hopefully there'll be another one. But a lot of Lizzie songs or Hailstorm songs, they bring back memories for me. So that's part of why I really like him. And then the whole Dear Daughter one really resonates with me with my kids. It's my biological daughter and then my transgender daughter. You know, they've both gone through stuff that song talks about and stuff that I went through. And so I know what they're going through. And, you know, not so much the whole transgender or LGBTQ thing with my transgender daughter, but with my biological daughter, you know, there was so much that she went through with her first husband that I had gone through with my first husband, and like her, you know, I couldn't say anything to her because even though I knew things, I couldn't say anything to her because I knew she was just gonna, you know, kick back at me and wouldn't listen to me and, you know, stuff like that. And I think I've talked about this before. But, you know, and I went through that with my mother, with my first husband. You know, we got married way too young, way too early. You know, I had just a couple of weeks before we actually got married, I was thinking about, you know, he had proposed to me in February. We got married in May, but right before I was wanting to cancel the wedding. We were actually supposed to get married in June of 90. But some stuff went down, some stuff happened that, you know, I regret happening. And I had a miscarriage. And it was my senior year of high school. And there was just, you know, I was a stupid, barely 18 years old. Barely. My birthday barely had gone by. My 18th birthday when all this happened. And, you know, I moved in with him while I was still living in high school. I mean, still living at home. I moved in with him while I was still in high school. You know, My gut told me just to cancel the wedding. I didn't want to get married. I wasn't ready. And then some other stuff happened that I didn't believe my parents telling me, because, you know, I'm a stupid 18-year-old kid who don't know any better, and the only thing I've got thoughts about is the guy I was with, because, you know, that's what stupid 18-year-olds do and how they act. And I didn't listen to my parents when I should have, you know, and yeah. It was a bad marriage, to say the least. I mean, we had our good times, but for the most part, it wasn't a good marriage. Both of us were at fault for the problems. I'm not going to stand here and blame him for all of it. There's a lot of stuff that happened that, you know, he was 100% responsible for, but as far as the marriage being bad, that was on both of us. So, I don't even know how we made it as long as we did. But stuff happens. And like I said, that's how I knew better just than to say anything to my daughter, because I know what happened when my mother tried to tell me what was the truth. Only I didn't believe it at the time. Even though it hasn't been admitted to, I'm pretty sure this is the truth. She had no reason to lie to me. So I'll let Elizabeth learn her lesson, and she thanked me for it. And like I said before, she's with a great guy now. I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for him. I really like him. If they ever decide to officially tie the knot, he'll be a great son-in-law. He's going to be an awesome husband and an awesome dad if they ever have kids. So it's just a wait and see thing as far as all that goes. Now, Autumn, I don't know. I tried to call her the other day, but she was at work. And hasn't tried to call back. I don't know what's going on up there in Washington. She has a tendency to not tell me anything, and Elizabeth won't tell me what's going on, because those two are closer than any siblings could ever be. So if something's going on with one of them, they can find the other one. You know, they're not going to tell me what's going on. So I'm just sitting around, being patient, and waiting for her to call me when she's ready to talk. It's hard, but, you know, I reached out and I made the phone call. So now I just don't know what to do. Just sit here and wait on her to decide she wants to tell me what's going on, or if she just wants to talk, or, you know, whatever the case might be. I'm here, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm debating on whether I want to go back to therapy or not. My therapist gave me the skills I need to cope. I've got a journal on my phone that I can write in at any time I need to. You know, if I'm having a bad day or something's bothering me, or, you know, I can write out my feelings. Or I've always got a notebook with me at work, because I carry one in my backpack, so I can always write stuff out on that. And that's one of the ways that I cope, is by writing it down. It gets it out of my head when I do that. So I'm debating on whether I want to go back to therapy or not. I'm still on my medications, because I have a different person prescribing my medications than my therapist. So I don't know. I love my therapist. She's amazing. She's awesome. The reason I stopped going was because I changed jobs and didn't have health insurance for a couple of months. It wasn't through no fault of hers or anything she did. Like I said, she's amazing. And she's really easy to talk to. So I can't beat that, because you don't find that often. But I think I'm doing okay on my own. You know, my anxiety's under control right now. I did have some anxiety here a couple weeks ago. Nothing I couldn't handle, nothing I couldn't talk myself down from. I didn't need to medicate for it. You know, it was a pretty mild case. So I've got that pretty well under control. I've got my medication straightened out for the depression and for the sleep, and everything seems to be going good as far as that stuff goes. I counted out tonight because I know I've told you guys I stopped tamoxifen as soon as this bottle is empty, and that was my anti-cancer drug I was taking. And that's a scary thought for me, to stop taking that med. It's a really scary thought to me. So that could be part of my anxiety that I've had recently. And I counted it out tonight. I've got 2.5 weeks left. So I need to get in and get my mammogram done. Make sure all is good there. I haven't felt any lumps, but I didn't feel the first one, so my husband found it, thankfully, and insisted I go get it checked out. Or it would have been a lot worse than what it actually was. We caught it early. So probably really need to get a colonoscopy done too. I've had them before, and they found precancerous polyps in there. So I probably need to go and get my colonoscopy done as well. No, I don't want to. But my last one was clear, and it said I could have one at age 50 or in 10 years. I'm going with the 10 years. I'll be 58. That's another 5 years. I can wait that long. I'm sure. I just really don't. I can't do clear liquids. They make me want to gag if I have to be on clear liquids for too long. And so I end up not drinking enough, and then you start getting dehydrated because you don't, what little bit's going in is coming right back out the other end. But I'll do it. Maybe at 55 or something, I'll go and get it done again. It's only a couple years away. But we shall see what's up there. I can hear thunder outside. It sounds like, I think I heard rain hitting the window too. I sit at my kitchen table, and it faces the window. I face the window to my backyard, and it sounded like some rain tapping on the window here just a few minutes ago. But I can definitely hear thunder. And he didn't take his rain jacket with him, so that's not cool. But there's another spot I missed. Oops, and there's another spot I was about to miss. That's why it takes me so long to get these done. This section should not take that long, but I keep missing spots. And I do it when I'm not filming too, so it's not even anything about, I can't even blame being on camera for it, because it's not it. Just flipped the drill somewhere, I don't know where it went. It is what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it tonight. Just gonna sit and relax and diamond paint until I'm ready to go to bed. And if that doesn't sound like a good plan, then you're in the wrong place. I know I've already mentioned this channel to you guys before, but my sister, Karen Sue Small, she's expanding her channel out. It's not just Temu hauls and diamond painting anymore. She's doing craft tutorials, and I know she's got a few up now. So if you want, I recommend checking her out as well. She just hit 200 subscribers. I'm pretty proud of her. You know, here I am bumbling around at 62 and she's at 200. But she does a lot of Temu hauls, and I've got so many Temu canvases to do that I refuse to buy any more from there. And not for any reason. I have nothing against Temu. I have nothing against budget canvases. It's just a choice I made because I have so many budget canvases to do now. But Diamond Art Club, which I've, you know, they have problems. They have, you know, faults. But they come out with an amazing canvas. And they had it posted on Facebook, and I had to have it. It was like $50 or $60, I don't remember. So for them, that's really not too bad of a price. I can't remember how big it is. I think it's like a 50 by 60 or something like that. Or I don't know. I don't remember. I could look it up, but I don't feel like it right at the moment. But it is just absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of like the oh, what's that thing called? You know, the two snakes going up the pole for medical stuff. Well, it's that, except for it's dragons. And it is just a super pretty canvas, so I had to have it. And then, of course, I got my Raven Diamond Art 2 I just unboxed, and then I've got another one coming. Should be here tomorrow or Tuesday. And I ordered 3 diamond art painting, or diamond, oh shoot. The same place I got my Johnny Depp painting from anyways. I just ordered 3 more canvases through them because I just really liked them. And I got a good, following that link I followed from Facebook, gave me a 30% discount. So I got 3 canvases for, I don't know, $50, $60, I don't remember. And that Johnny Depp canvas wasn't too bad at all. I mean, I had a few issues with it, but for the most part, the drills were good. I didn't have a lot of trash, even in the dark colors, and there was a lot of $9.39 on that one. You know, I did have a few drills pop out here and there, but it wasn't a bad canvas. So, and I've got a couple more from them to do. I've got the Jack Sparrow one, and then I've got, I believe, the pink and black Gothic House. I think I've got 2 versions of that, or 2 sizes of that. I gotta double check them again. I think they're 2 different kits. When I originally bought it, I accidentally bought one twice and bought it in 2 different sizes. But it gave me a good time to, you know, it was last year, so it's when I was just really first starting to diamond paint. It gave me a good look into, you know, and diamond painting size does matter. Because I could see the difference in the details between those 2 paintings, so that's, and it was the exact same painting. And they weren't hugely different in size, but it was enough that the detail was lacking on the smaller one. It looked more blurred to me. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that one. That's going to be one of my pink and black canvases for the pink and black event for a Dark and Creepy diamond painting in January. And then I'm also going to be doing Diamonds and Stuff is doing a dragon event that month, and I have a dragon canvas I want to do. That's real pretty. Not the one I just ordered, but a different one. So I got those 2 kits I want to do. Plus I got the pink and black snake picture, the pink roses with the pink snake, or lavender crush colored snake. I'd like to do that one in January too, but we'll see what happens. That's not going to be my #1 canvas. I need to sit down one day soon, because this month is over pretty quick. So I need to sit down and kitted up my Sweeney Todd canvas for next month for Dark and Creepy Diamond Paintings Horror Crush event. And Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting is here on YouTube. And we also have a Facebook, but you need to be subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. None of these events, you know, we're not having, they're just for fun. We're not doing prizes or giveaways. Well, you know, Mushy, like, when we hit 666, you'll hear me saying Mushy's name a lot. It's at Mushmallow79 on YouTube. But she did a 666 giveaway when she reached, you know, that subscriber count. And then we just hit 1313 not too long ago. So we did a 1313 giveaway. But next month, for the Horror Crush, I know she's planning on some different challenges. So while a fresh canvas isn't required, you know, a new start's not required, she's asking for it to be a new start just because if you want to participate in the challenges, you'll need a fresh canvas. Is the way I'm understanding it. I could be wrong. I'm probably not going to do the challenges. I haven't decided yet because it is such a big painting. And I know me working second shift, and my husband likes to go and do stuff on the weekends, and you know, so during the week the only time I really diamond paint is after I get home from work for a couple of hours. So I don't know that I'm gonna participate in the challenges. It might just depend on what they are. I know she said what something might entail, but until I know specifically, all right, you need to diamond paint across in a checkerboard pattern, or you need to do this, or you know, however she decides to word it. You know, she may say, okay, if you have 3 10s on your canvas, do nothing but 3 10s today, or something, you know. I don't know what all is going to be there, but she'll come up with something devious, I'm sure. And the Pink and Black event is actually, it's being co-hosted by Craftiest Kristen here on YouTube as well. So if I can remember, I'll link both of their channels, but it's unlikely that I'll remember, but I'll do my best. And it is for sure raining outside, so I'm gonna get off here because I do hear the thunder. And I'm gonna continue working on this canvas. I'm gonna try to get this section, maybe another section started. This section done in one start, at least started tonight. I doubt I'll get both 2 sections done. So I hope you all have a great night. Have a great Monday tomorrow. It's back to work again. I'm really not looking forward to it, but I don't have to be up first thing in the morning either, so I get to sleep in now. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Again, I appreciate everybody that's, you know, has subscribed and is still here. Y'all are great. You're amazing. You're wonderful. If I could give you all $1 million, I would. But I can't, so, you know, that's one of those things. And feel free to ask me any questions you may have, or whatever. Again, I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you probably Tuesday. Bye.